Hi guys, Matt here from Curtain Club. Today I just wanted to explain to you the differences between the snap tape and the wave tape. So they're both heading styles for sheer and block out curtains. They can both be used with both styles of curtains, but there are some subtle differences between the two. So first of all, the size. So the snap tape is 2.5 centimeters. So you can see that there at the top is very slim. Whereas the wave tape is a little bit more bold, that's 7.5 centimeters. So if you're after a slimmer tape where you're not really going to notice it as much up the top, then perhaps the snap tape is more suitable. But if you prefer a bolder look, then the wave tape will certainly give you that. Bear in mind too that the hem at the bottom of our curtains, if you're selecting your curtains to have a hem, our standard size hem is also 7.5 centimeters. So if you're going wave tape, then you'll get the consistency from the top and the bottom of the curtains, which can look really good. Another thing to consider is that from the top of the track to the top of the curtain fabric with the snap tape, that's 2.5 centimeters. And that's a slightly bigger gap than what you have between the top of the track and the top of the fabric on the wave tape, which is only 2 centimeters. And you can see the runners a little bit more at the top of the fabric on the snap tape compared to the wave tape. Because that gap is a bit slimmer, you don't notice the white runners or the black runners, whichever colour track you've got, as much on the wave tape. So that's another advantage of the wave tape. On the end of the fabric, because we always allow about 3 or 4 centimeters from the last runner to the end of the fabric, you can see on the snap tape that because it's slimmer, that can hang down a little bit like that. Whereas on the wave tape, because it's got more integrity, that tends to stay a lot straighter, and then that doesn't affect the drop of the curtain as much down at the floor on the wave tape as much as it does on the snap tape. Another key difference between the two is that when you push them all back, we can see here both of these tracks are the exact same width and there's the exact same amount of fabric on both. But when you push them back, the runners on the snap tape actually sit out a little bit further than what they do on the wave tape. So if these are both pushed all the way back off to the side, your wave tape condenses a lot better off to the side of the window compared to the snap tape. So if that's important to you and you're really trying to save space and maximise the amount of light that's coming through the windows, then I would say that the wave tape is probably more suitable. I would also say that I think probably 85–90% of our customers go for the wave tape. Personal preference completely. May have seen the wave or the snap somewhere and really like the look of it. At the end of the day, both of them look very, very similar in terms of the way that the fabric hangs from top to bottom. Probably the wave tape, because it's a bit bolder and it's thicker and has more integrity, perhaps you get slightly better shape from top to bottom, but it's very, the differences are very minimal in terms of the way that the fabric actually hangs. Very, very similar, particularly after they've been hung for a couple of weeks or a couple of months. But those subtle differences with the runners, the stack, and the size of the tape itself, the main things that you want to know when you're deciding whether to go snap tape or wave tape. As I said, they're both S-fold. They're both going to give you that nice look of the even columns throughout the span of the fabric. But there's just a few things that might help you make your decision one way or the other. Thanks very much.